My girlfriend is making me the third wheel in our relationship for a streamer. This is really embarrassing to even post about, and I don't even know if my feelings about this situation are valid, or if I'm just being a jealous boyfriend. So my girlfriend, 26 female and I, 27 male, have lived together for 2 years now, and it's great. She is admittedly my first girlfriend, so I am a bit inexperienced, but our relationship has been steady and happy, and I was planning on proposing to her this year, but my plans were squashed by current events. I know she wants to get engaged somewhere nice, but traveling right now is not smart or feasible. My girlfriend lost her job back in July thanks to you know what, and it really devastated her. It was pretty close to being a dream job for her, so she took it really hard. She started panicking about finding another job in this market. I am really fortunate to have a well-paying essential job and minor debt, so I was more than happy to let her have a break for a few months. She was already getting kinda depressed from the quarantining, her job was work from home, and I thought letting her rest and recover for a bit would help, and she readily agreed and was super grateful. She really stepped up, and the apartment was super clean, and she was making delicious, elaborate dinners. Since it's just us two in a one-bedroom apartment, there's not too much mess between us, so she still had a ton of free time. She became tired of all the stuff of streaming services and started watching more YouTube. Then her friends invited her to play a game with them, and she got hooked onto it and started watching YouTube videos about it. I guess that's how she found this streamer. Let me tell you, my girlfriend's interest in video games before this was limited mostly to Mario Kart, so I was a bit taken aback by her suddenly watching Twitch and YouTube gaming videos 24/7. But I was excited for her to find a new hobby, interest. At first. Now everything is about this guy. She follows him on every social media platform and is either rewatching old streams of him when he's not streaming, or she's watching him live. And this guy can stream for hours and hours at a time, mostly when I'm finally home from work and want to spend time with her. If I ask her to watch a movie with me, she'll keep an earbud in and still have him streaming on her phone, barely paying attention to the movie. She shows me a lot of clips from the streams that are funny, and I guess I can see why she thinks it's fun to watch him, but I am getting really jealous of this guy. Her mood on the days he doesn't stream is always low, and she acts really grumpy around me. She has paid money to become a subscriber, not sure how that works, and I confronted her about possibly sending him donation money, but she assures me she hasn't, and she's pretty good with money, so I like to think she's telling the truth. But at this point I don't know how I feel. I am scared to hurt her feelings, especially since she's finally seeming happier these days. I made a joke the other about how she likes him more than me, and she got really offended by it, so I don't even know how to broach the topic with her. I don't want to control what she does with her free time, but I feel like this guy has replaced me. At the same time I feel stupid being jealous of a guy that she is interested in and is semi-famous. It's not like she's his one and only fan. Am I feeling threatened for no reason? Or should I actually be worried about this? Relevant comments. OP has to get a bit angry, not over the top, but call her out on this bullcrap. Something along the lines of, "Hey, are you serious right now? I thought we were watching a movie together. What are you doing?" Like, I wonder if OP called her out when she did this. If he doesn't, then she thinks it's okay. Commenter 2, it's Sukuna, isn't it? He has that effect on women and men. Commenter 3, that or corpse. I was waiting for the mention of a deep voice or something because this is 100% corpse LMAO. Update 6 days later. So here's an update. I read every comment on the last post, sorry for not replying. I got really overwhelmed by the feedback I was getting and I kinda shut down for a bit. I acknowledge now I really should have said something to her earlier before I let it get to this point. I posted that on Thursday, and I was really lucky that he ended up not streaming on Friday. I told her that morning that we should be takeout from our favorite place and have a little date night. She seemed really excited. I picked the food up, came home, and she was watching old clips. But I was able to get her off her phone, and we had a nice time together. I then asked her if we could talk and she agreed. I basically told her that I was hurt by how she hasn't been paying as much attention to me since she started watching him, and that I was also worried about her mental state because a lot of people had mentioned she might be depressed. She apologized for the whole movie incident, but she really denied that anything was wrong mentally. I told her I would even pay for therapy if she needed it, or to at least try it, but she said no. She ended up really grumpy at me and went to bed early, so I guess I messed up that conversation. I felt so bad about how that night went that I wanted to make it up to her and plan a better date night for Saturday. I went out and got some stuff to set it up. When she woke up the next morning I told her we were going out tonight and she seemed excited when I told her it was a surprise. While she was cooking dinner, I went out to my car and decorated it for Christmas. Bows and lights on the inside. I had a stash of Christmas candies and chocolates, cozy blankets. We had dinner, and then she got to the car and was super excited. We went and picked up some hot chocolate, the music was playing, and I had a whole route of the best Christmas lights planned, along with a grand finale of the big local drive-through lights. We had a great time for about 30 minutes until a notification popped up on her phone that he was live. Then everything went downhill. She started watching him and I asked her to please be present with me. She told me this was a really interesting stream idea they were doing, and I started getting really frustrated. She was missing the lights to watch him playing Minecraft. I pulled over and told her that either she puts the phone away for the rest of the night, or we are going back home since she didn't want to be present on our date. I told her she could always watch later, the recording will be there, she doesn't need to watch live. I did get angry and raised my voice, which I shouldn't have because she started crying. I felt like in a hole, so I just silently drove us back to our apartment, and she locked herself in our bedroom. I sat on the couch all night, and I came to the conclusion that my feelings had been hurt one too many times. Maybe I didn't give her enough chances, but the pain was overwhelming and I decided we needed to break up. 4 years gone like that. She woke up and I told her as calmly as I could that I would not be the third wheel in our relationship to a streamer, and that she needed professional help. She freaked out, begged me to reconsider. I told her I didn't see the relationship being salvaged at this point, but maybe if she gets professional help, finds a new job, and stops watching him so obsessively it might. She sobbed and threw a bag of her stuff together and left to her parents' house. Her dad called me screaming and I tried to explain what happened, but he didn't get it. She texted me saying she'll come get the rest of her stuff after the holidays. So yeah, I guess it's over. Maybe I didn't give her enough chances to fix her behavior, and we might reconnect if she takes what I said to heart, but at the moment I just can't tolerate it. It sucks that I have to be alone through Christmas now, and that I feel I just lost my first love to a streamer. Thanks so much for all of your advice, and I'm sorry I couldn't apply it better. I wish I had a better update for you all. Too long, didn't read. I tried to talk to her, but she ended up ignoring me for him again on date night. We broke up. Relevant comments. For future reference, when you plan a date night, keep it a date night. None of this I planned a night for us so I can ruin it by making it about this issue I have. Aside from that, I literally cannot believe she can't put her phone down to be present with you in the moment, especially since you specifically asked her. I know it's hard right now, especially around the holidays, but you deserve a partner who is going to want to spend quality time with you over some dumb streamer. Most girls would kill for a guy like you. OP. Yeah, that was totally my mistake. I was trying so hard to hold back from bringing it up, but I did anyways. I will definitely take your advice to heart. Commenter 2. Still want to know what streamer that was, OP. Most people guessed him right in the comments last post. I'm just anxious to reveal his name, and also I know the dude did nothing wrong, but I'm not his biggest fan at the moment, lol. Commenter 3. DW about revealing who he was, it won't again his popularity since he literally didn't do anything other than live his life. But who was it? Op, Sikuno.